はい、皆さん、こんにちは。ウィンスです。今日は気分はどう？では、本日ですね、今回ご紹介するのは、こっちに表示した話題です。こっちの話題です。こっちの漢字。正確に言うと、この漢字です。最後まで見てもらえたら嬉しいです。高評価とLIKEボタンを押して、チャンネル登録、ぜひぜひよろしくお願いします。Everyone, hello, how are you feeling right now? For today, what I will want to introduce to you is this topic is specifically this kanji right here. I'll be happy if you will watch until the end, and please press that like button, and please thank you for growing for helping me grow this channel, and for those who still haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. よろしくお願いします。では皆さん、始めていきましょう。Very well then, let's begin. So last time we have discussed. Last time, if you can remember, because for today this is already lesson 45. Lesson 45. Lesson 45. So this is lesson 45. So last time, this is lesson 43, this kanji. And these two kanji here are very much related because as we all know, kanji are drawings, they are pictures, and this kanji right here is a radical, and kanji characters are composed of radicals. So this kanji being a radical for this kanji, you can see that you just have to repeat this radical. Just repeat the radical left and right, and you have this grove or forest. Okay, because this kanji here, lesson 43, this is also a radical, and radical plus radical equals new kanji. Okay, so very well then, shosai ni tsuite ikimashou. Well, let's look at the details. So I just emphasized that these two kanji here, lesson 43 and now lesson 45, these two are very much related, as you can see. Let's see the details. So please take note of the stroke orders, and it is 8 strokes. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So practically you just have to double the strokes for the key or 3. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Minsan, please don't neglect this proper stroke order, and you have this detail here. You have this detailed way. This is being read. This is read as left to right. So you may screenshot this for the details of these strokes. So let's now go to the meaning. Minsan, as I have mentioned many weeks ago, that proper nouns including names, names of people, names of places in Japan and even in China are written in kanji. So you really have to learn kanji. And this our particular topic here, this kanji is being used oftentimes in representation of names in Japan, not only in China but also in Japan. And let's see the meaning. Meaning, grove or forest. Onyomi here, rin. Kunyomi, or the native Japanese sound. Kunyomi, hayashi. Hayashi. Okay, so for those who are interested in Chinese, this is the pinyin. This is the pinyin reading. Pinyin reading are the Roman Gothic way of expressing Chinese words. So, and you can see that the onyomi here, rin, is very much related to its origin. Related to its Chinese origin, lin. So if it is pronounced as lin in China, when adapted in Japan, it's rin. And by the way, minasan, that's probably because in Japan, Japanese people are their tongue are not inclined or not trained, not that trained. Although there are a very few, there are many people in Japan are not trained to pronounce letter L. So whenever they want to say L, that L will be converted to R. So if in China, Chinese people can say lin, when adapted in onyomi or the Chinese reading, the lin becomes the rin. Just like controller, you can say controller in English, but if you transliterate the controller, transliterate it into its Japanese English transliteration, the controller becomes controra, or player, preya. Okay, so well, this our topic here, this kanji, and I have just a side note that there's a Chinese restaurant in the Philippines named as Shilin, and this is just for greater appreciation and to further prove that kanji are just adapted or borrowed from its China origin. So it's like here, a Chinese restaurant in the Philippines named as Shilin, written like here. So if you have knowledge in kanji, most likely you will be able to somewhat understand or read Chinese words. That's like here, Shilin. So if you go to Shilin restaurant, this you can see this kanji here. The first kanji means is being pronounced as shi, meaning a scholar or a noble gentleman, scholar. And the second kanji is our topic today. It means grove or forest. Okay, so let's not dwell too much on that. Okay, let's not tarry too much on that. Okay, so let's go into its decomposition. Let's parse this. So it's simply this kanji, our topic kanji here, is just being composed by doubling. You just have to double the radical for 3. So radical plus radical forming a new kanji. So you just have to double the radical for 3, which is ki. Just double it and you can have this kanji. Very simple. Okay, so our kanji here, it depicts a growth of tree. So it depicts, because the radical tree here, the tree, this is a radical for tree. So if you just double the tree, then you have an original meaning, a growth of trees. So that's the original meaning, or using 2 trees. So in this upper subject kanji, rin, the ki radical tree is a form component. It points out to the original meaning, a thick growth of trees. Okay, so original meaning here. Okay, so that's the meaning closest to the ancient meaning in China. Original meaning, a thick growth of trees. So primary meaning, single arrow, grove, forest, woods. Also, in some context, it could be collection. So let's deal with vocabulary. Okay, so we have here the origin of this kanji. As I have told you minasan many months ago, that kanji are just adapted from China, and there are pictures actually. They are pictures actually. So all the way dated back from Shang Dynasty. You have the picture from Shang Dynasty, and then later on evolving evolving up to Han Dynasty. It's like here, Han. So it's sometime between this time period. Okay. So the Han Dynasty. So okay, so let's go to vocabulary. So Sanrin. Sanrin is mountain forest because the kanji here means mountain. The first kanji means mountain or sun or yama. So if you form onyomi to onyomi, fukugogo or kanji compounding, so you take the onyomi reading for mountain. The yama is the kunyomi reading, but this kanji character here, its kunyomi is yama, but its onyomi is sun. So sun plus rin, onyomi to onyomi, you have sanrin, meaning mountain forest or forest on a mountain. Okay, so how about this? Ringyo is just forestry. The second kanji means business. Gyo. The second kanji means business or industry. So ringyo is forestry. Ringyo. So how about this? Rinritsu. Standing close together. Okay, so how about this? Hayashi is the kunyomi of our subject kanji here. Hayashi is the kunyomi. Hayashi. And remember that Hayashi will be is commonly used to express names or proper nouns in Japan. And it means woods, forest, or thicket, or bunch or line of something. How about this? Matsubayashi is pine forest because the first kanji here, matsu, means pine. Matsu means pine. So pine plus hayashi, forest or woods. So it becomes bayashi by virtue of, because oftentimes I have mentioned this many times ago that oftentimes the effect of fukugogo, the reading or sound for the non-first kanji will receive its dakten form. Oftentimes it will receive its dakten form. So the hayashi, what is the dakten form of hayashi? Bayashi. So matsu plus bayashi, matsubayashi. And it means pine forest. Okay. How about this? Shinrin is forest or woods. And you can see here, our subject kanji uses the radical ki or tree twice to mean woods. But this kanji here, mori or shin, the first kanji, also means forest. And you can see here, if our subject kanji has two radicals, ki or tree, this kanji here uses three. Okay, so that's shinrin, forest. How about this? Sanrin, a mountain forest or forest on a mountain. Okay, so let's not dwell too much. I don't want to take much of your time. So hayashi means forest or woods or thicket. Okay, so let's go straight to other. How about this? Afforestation, shokurin. Afforestation. Okay. How about this? Grove of mixed trees. How about this? A grove of mixed trees. So you see, that's Zokibayashi. How about this forestry agency? Usually in Japan, if you travel to Japan, especially in Tokyo, there are many government buildings, there are government agency. If you see this kanji, this means agency or office by the government. So cho.
Rinyacho.
So the second kanji means field, and the third kanji means a place in Japan usually owned by a government, an agency of the government. So forestry agency, Rinyacho.
Rinyacho.
Okay, so how about this path through forest? If you're a mountain hiker, you need this.
Rindo. Path
through forest, because the second kanji here means is michi or way or road. Path or way or road, this second kanji here, and it is do.
Rindo.
How about this? Rinritsu, standing close together. Rinritsu. Not that literal, but a bit figurative. So I will just take, minasan, in the interest of time, we'll just take 3 sentences and we'll focus more on names, because our subject kanji here is rather being used, very oftentimes used in proper nouns and in names of people and places in Japan. And the usual is Hayashi. You take the kunyomi, Hayashi. So let's just take 3 sentences here. Okay, so say here, or rather 4 sentences rather. The land is clothed with woods. The land is clothed with woods. So shinrin is woods. So the land, meaning kuni, or this kanji here kuni, can refer to land or country.
その国は森林で覆われている。
And this the sentence composition here is in passive tense, so this form, this intransitive verb form is in passive form conjugation. Owareteiru, being covered or clothed. Owareteiru.
その国は森林で覆われている。
How about this? This is more simple than the previous. Bamboo stands out in the woods. Bamboo is take. Bamboo is take. Bamboo stands out in the woods. So stands out meaning obvious. Stands obvious. And here medats. Medats is a term meaning obvious or conspicuous or obvious. Being conspicuous or obvious, easily seen. So let's see.
林に竹が目立つ。
So hayashi ni, in a place called woods, hayashi ni take ga medatsu. So take is bamboo. Medatsu is being obvious or conspicuous.
林に竹が目立つ。
Okay, so let's go to other sentences here. About here, very much related to the recent event in California, USA. A mountain, okay, let's see. A mountain fire broke out and burned the forest, just like the recent events in California, USA. A mountain fire broke out and burned the forest. So, Yamakaji ga hassei shite shinrin wo yaita. Yaita is being burned. Yaita.
山火事が発生して森林を焼いた。山火事が発生して森林を焼いた。
How about this? Kodai is being Kodai is vast. Kodai is vast. Kodai na is na adjective. Kodai na. Okay, Kodai na shinrin or forest. Very vast forest.
広大な森林が山々を覆っている。広大な森林が山々を覆っている。
Okay, 覆っている covers. this is an intransitive verb in its te form, and when you use a te form, it means you are currently being in that state of that verb, and if you use the te plus iru, it is being in progressive tense or progressively being in that state. Okay, so just like this.
広大な森林が山々を覆っている。
Yamaya, and this is not a kanji but a noma repeater. It will just double the reading of the kanji on its left side. So the kanji on its left side is yama. So this whole thing here is yama.
広大な森林が山々を覆っている。
Okay. So let's go to names. Minasan, this proper noun here, this name, this is oftentimes being read as Kobayashi. This is Kobayashi. Kobayashi. Where's that? Kobayashi. This one, the most prevalent reading for this is Kobayashi. But you can also screenshot the other readings. And this subject kanji here, our subject kanji, this is oftentimes being read as Hayashi. This is Hayashi, as also known by its kunyomi, Hayashi. And the next common for this kanji here is Shige. Shige or Shigeru. And we also have other names here. Surname Tatebayashi. Okay, this name here
Hanabayashi.
How about this? Korinbo. How about this? Kamikobayashi. Also a surname.
Kamikobayashi.
And this one here, we have two choices here, but the most prevalent here, the most prevalent reading for this surname is Masabayashi. This is the less prevalent or less common reading.
Shobayashi. Masabayashi.
The Masabayashi is the more common or more prevalent reading for this combination of names.
Shobayashi. Masabayashi.
So remember, minasan, the more prevalent reading for this is Masabayashi. So when you receive calling card or business card from your Japanese friends and you see this, it's most likely being read as Masabayashi. How about this? Sakobayashi. How about this? Kakubayashi or Kadobayashi. But I think, minasan, the more prevalent here is Kado. In names in Japan, when you see this character, it's most likely being read as Kado. So Kadobayashi.
Kadobayashi.
The Kadobayashi is the more prevalent here. How about this? Narabayashi. But most likely you will take the Dakten form for the Hayashi. So this is probably the more prevalent reading for this combination here.
Narabayashi.
So for other names, just screenshot this, minasan. The reading is on the bottom part. For other names, just screenshot this, minasan. The reading is at the bottom part. Okay. So just screenshot those, minasan. Okay. So we've reached the last part, minasan. This is the the last leg of our lesson for today. And I'm very thankful that you're helping me grow this channel. I'm very thankful that you helped me grow this channel. And I thank you minasan for watching until the end. 最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。So, 繰り返し I repeat. 最後までご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございます。So, sincerely, I'm thanking you for watching until the end. So, I'll see you in the next video 皆さん。So, また次の動画でまた次回お会いましょう。So, let's meet until the end. So, 今日ここまでです。So, this is as far as we could go. So, I'll see you in the next one 皆さん。では皆さん。バイバイ皆さん。また次。バイバイ。Thank you. バイバイ。